Let's start with the Karur Stampede case. Karur Stampede, 41 people have died during actor politician Vijay's rally. That's triggered quite a bitter political blame, a blame game that continues in Tamil Nadu. There is unfolding tensions in Tamil Nadu, accusations and political posturing after one of the worst tragedies tied to a public meeting in the state's history. A massive crowd had gathered in Karur for the TVK rally that was hosted by Vijay. What began as fervor ended up in complete chaos. Overcrowding, poor crowd control, extreme heat. In fact, people did not have food, water. They arrived there around 11:30 in the morning. But Vijay eventually arrived at that location at 7 p.m. 7:30 p.m. was when he actually gave that speech. So good 6 hours, people just waited without food or water in that extreme heat, and they were worried if they moved away then they lose a spot. You had women, you have children, multiple children who've died in this stampede here, and it all comes down to the organizers of the event, and that's the TVK political party, undoubtedly. Of course, questions being asked about the police and its failure under the DMK government. A tragedy of such nature, possibly the worst in Tamil Nadu history, has come to light. So it has to be, responsibility has to be shared by the police of Tamil Nadu as well. Now, big question here is, will Vijay be arrested for the Karur Stampede? That's the burning question across Tamil Nadu today. Posters have already surfaced calling Vijay a murderer. It's popped up across different parts of Tamil Nadu. Chief Minister Stalin has in fact said that arrests are imminent once the probe concludes. So hinting at Vijay's arrest, but only after the investigation is complete. The incident that unfolded on September 27th, it was meant to be a show of strength that turned into a complete nightmare. The TVK rally in Karur drew nearly double the permitted crowd. What was supposed to be around 10,000, that's the permission that TVK took for. Ultimately, 30,000 people or more landed up is what we hear. Vijay delayed his own arrival. In fact, we're looking at many children who were part of it, who collapsed. A missing child also led to the frenzy. There was one report that a child went missing in the crowd, and so you had that chaos that broke out because of that as well. A shop roof collapsed, and that also triggered chaos. So a few triggers in that crowd really led to a stampede-like situation. The moment Vijay started talking, people rushed towards the stage area and near the barricades, and that also led to stampede-like situation around there. Now, by the time Vijay began speaking, dozens reportedly were already unconscious. The death toll now stands at 41, the worst in the history of Tamil Nadu. Women, children, elderly, all included. Hundreds of them are still injured, receiving treatment at hospitals. FIRs has been filed against TVK leaders under culpable homicide and endangerment sections. Eyewitnesses say the top organizers fled the scene right after the tragedy unfolded. Organizers fled the scene, and what's really shocking is that even Vijay himself, he rushed out to Chennai the moment the tragedy unfolded, has not yet met with the families of deceased in Karur. TVK claims on its part that this is a conspiracy to blame Vijay. They claim that this is poor policing, and this was done deliberately by a leader, Senthil Balaji. That's also said very clearly by TVK that Minister Senthil is behind this. He's done this deliberately to sabotage our event and sabotage the image and name of Vijay, who's a growing political figure in the Tamil Nadu landscape. Tamil Nadu is going to elections in barely a few months' time from now. And here you have a massive tragedy that's occurred at an event of a new political party who's really hoping to topple the DMK government. So TVK says that they want a CBI probe. They want CCTV footage to be scanned, and they also allege that autopsies were rushed into. Well, nonetheless, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has urged parties not to make this political and says all Tamilians are brethren. We care for every one of them, and the investigation will be on as per protocol. Politics, of course, that continues now. AIDMK's Palaniswamy blaming the government, DMK government, for lax policing. Congress says leaders must be accountable for public safety. BJP leaders, including Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who arrived to inspect, and in fact, basically she met with the families of the deceased, also accused both the state government and TVK for complete negligence. Meanwhile, we hear 25 social media influencers have been booked for allegedly spreading false news on the Karur tragedy, and 3 social media influencers have already been arrested. Vijay has announced 20 lakh ex gratia for the bereaved, 2 lakhs for the injured. But he left. He left to Chennai when it mattered the most. The man was supposed to remain there. At least that's what is shown in his films, right? Vijay in his films often is the hero who saves the people when they need him the most. You know, that did not really translate into real life. When people of Karur needed him the most, Vijay decided to leave Chennai moments after the tragedy unfolded. So who's accountable here for the worst tragedies that Tamil Nadu has seen in its history? Karur Stampede was a complete collapse of planning, of accountability, and of humanity. And will it just end and stop there with Vijay's arrest? If the arrest ever happens, is that enough? Or will the government also take equal responsibility for failed policing? Will anyone from the government step down on moral grounds? Let's bring in Advocate C. Rajshekaran, political analyst and president, Voice of Tamil Nadu, joining us. We also have S. Muralidharan, political analyst of Tamil Nadu, and Bhanuchandar Nagarajan, a political analyst, J.S. Mani, petitioner and senior advocate at the Madras High Court, as well as the Supreme Court. Let me quickly bring in our political analyst there, Advocate C. Rajshekaran. So your take on this? Just looking at the situation in the last 2 days, I'm shocked that Vijay has not yet been arrested. If I draw parallels to what happened with the film Pushpa, Allu Arjun was taken into custody with immediate effect. Vijay, now 2 days on, is still in his safe haven. What happened, do you think?
Nabila, I'm really ashamed to say that I am residing in the state of Tamil Nadu. Such unruly, idiotic, stupid young crowd, which is frenzy and mad after a hero, film hero, who has ran away from the spot while he was speaking in the rally. Many were shouting, fainting, falling down. In spite of that, he was informed by his bodyguards and bouncers that a few have lost their life. And after all this was happening under his nose, he had the audacity and the cowardice act I have ever witnessed in my uh, such a long period of political journey in Tamil Nadu. No politician, even you and I, will not run away like this if some friend is falling ill or fainting in front of us. But all this crowd came to see Vijay, the only man. And till this moment, none of the organizers, be it Busi Anand, Adav Arjun, that political strategist John Arekesami, nor this Nirmal Kumar, have been arrested by the Tamil Nadu police. The government is in deep slumber. The police is not acting. I will not blame the police at all because they have done their best. And this mad crowd, stupid crowd going behind this film actor have lost their life. Really, Vijay is neither empathetic nor sympathetic towards his own followers and fans, and he has run away from there, and he has no locus to talk about anything. You cannot send letters and give statements after statements that you are upset, you are crying. All this drama doesn't work in politics. You should have stood by there. At least, if not at Karur, you should have stayed in the Trichy airport. You should have slept there on the floor or in the lounge, and you should have met the press, met the people there. Afterwards, you should have taken some steps to make arrangements. But none of your people were there. They all ran away. You just imagine how inhuman act is this. And you have started the blame game of accusing the government. Your team of legal advocates are going around saying that it is a conspiracy. No, it is not at all a conspiracy. Whatever the location was selected by the organizers, his own people, they had reported to him. It was everything was arranged prior and everything was taken approval. Everything is on record. So you will hear it from the court very soon. So this kind of politics doesn't work. Even MGR, Jayalalitha, Karunanidhi, even Yedapadi for that matter, they wouldn't have run away from the spot if something of this sort is happening. But of course, Edapadi had the audacity to say
Why,
11 people were shot.
Rajshekaran, don't you think the government, the DMK government also has to take equal responsibility?
No, no,
Someone
no,
says,
no, 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 no,
why
no, no, no.
not?
I'm not supporting. No, no. 1 minute. I'm not supporting the government. Straight away, I'll tell you. It is the responsibility. The onus is on the organizers. Government can do little when this mad,
Government,
idiotic crowd runs behind an
are you
actor like
really,
this. And no, I'll tell
are
you.
you really
No, I'll
saying
tell,
DMK has no
please allow me.
responsibility for crowd management?
Please allow me. 500 policemen were deployed as per the statement made by the state ADGP Law and Order. And you cannot always start this blame game. There was 3 days before ADMK had held a rally in the same location. Nothing happened. Everything was smooth. See, Vijay was speaking a rally in Namakkal at 12 o'clock. He was supposed to speak, but he came late. He started at 8:45 from Chennai. And the same crowd of 8,000 people followed him. They joined the rally at Karur, and there were people waiting for 8-9 hours they were dehydrated, no water, nothing was arranged, and the mad crowd. I'm sorry to say this, women, 17 women have lost their lives, 11 children have lost their lives,
Yeah.
11 elderly men have lost their lives. You just imagine 41 families are literally on the streets of Karur, and you have the audacity to say it is a conspiracy. How can it be a conspiracy when you have no responsibility, no accountability, you have no courtesy to stand there and respect your followers and answer and attend to the needs and requirements? How dare you go about it? You run away to Chennai, and after 48 hours you come out of the house and you give statements after statements. You approach the court. You are using the courts. I will not agree to hoodwink the court for all your wrongs and misdeeds. The court cannot come to the rescue of all your indisciplined actions. You are immature, incapable. You are an unfit politician. It has
Okay,
been established.
it's good to get all the frustration out against Vijay, but I refuse to
I
agree
have
with
the
you.
thing. See,
I
see, I
refuse to
was
agree with
no,
you that
no,
DMK has no
Nabila, 1
responsibility or
second.
role to
I'll
play
answer
here.
you.
I'm sorry.
See, I was the founder. I was the founder member of Kamala Hassan's party. See, I have been in this crowd. I have been with Kamala Hassan. I know how the crowd behaves. But even Kamala Hassan, though I have difference of opinion, even Kamala Hassan wouldn't have run away from this. He ran away from the spot. He should have at least stayed at
Could we
Trichy.
have the visuals
And
playing out of Vijay leaving to Chennai?
no,
Those are the
that
images
itself
there.
speaks volume.
Right after the
That itself
tragedy,
speaks
that
volume.
was Vijay leaving to
I
Chennai.
am not defending anybody, or I am not.
What could have happened if he
I
stayed?
only,
Things could
yes,
have also gotten violent.
see,
I'm not
see,
justifying his exit, but things could have gotten violent. But you're right. If he's a politician and he wants to win the hearts of people, he should have stayed. Banu Chandra Nagarajan, your take on this. Give us a sense on how the police, in your view, handle this, and do you believe Vijay's arrest is imminent?
See, the handling of the event by the police has been absolutely shambolic. In fact, repeatedly, he has been asking for a larger venue, even for the previous two rallies, but he has not been given. In fact, in the previous rally, Vijay himself said that, like, what are you expecting? Do you have any sinister agenda in your mind? You are giving us only these small packed routes. And yeah, unfortunately, it came true. It's one of the most tragic events that has happened in a political rally in Tamil Nadu. So as far as Vijay, allegedly Vijay running away and all that, apparently, like, he tried to go to the hospital, and the police said that the crowd again is going to be uncontrollable. It's better for him to leave. Right. And the only mistake, the amateur mistake, I think he did was to, like, not speak to the press on the way to the airport, expressing his frustrations. But what I learn is that he's going to go back to Karur to visit the family members. And see, everybody
You're
in Tamil
saying
Nadu right now,
you're saying that police guided him not to go to hospitals to meet with the families?
Yes, yeah, because they say that, like, a similar amount of crowd was, like, waiting there before the hospital, and, like, it is going to be, like, it may cost another stampede or something like that. Okay, and see, the thing is, if you go to Tamil Nadu and, like, or if you go to Karur and ask people, like, ask them to give their opinion. I'm sure that 90 out of 100 will say that there is a political conspiracy. In fact, that has been voiced by all
What
the
is the
opposition leaders.
conspiracy here? Give me in a nutshell, what is the conspiracy here? What do you smell?
See, the thing is, there is. I mean, Vijay is attracting these amazing crowds, like the tens and thousands of people. If you see, like in your screen right now, suddenly the power was cut off. Okay, and
No, but
people were saying that
there's also reports that TVK themselves asked for a electricity shutdown. Have you not seen it?
why
There
would
is
they
a
ask for
letter that
electricity
the
shutdown?
electricity board has also
Why would
released.
they ask for electricity shutdown in the
That
middle of a rally?
to
And you see,
control
and one more, Nabila, just hold on. You see another in your own screen, you can see the ambulance running. Okay, in the crowded street. Okay, in such a packed street, an ambulance is like suddenly coming. In fact, like Vijay also asked, hey, where is this ambulance coming? And I asked my people in Karur, and they say that there are two other ways to reach the hospital, and not the only one. This is not the only route. The thing is, see, okay, nobody's. We have to like find out after the probe
No,
what
but when
exactly
you say
happened.
it's
In
a
fact,
conspiracy, nobody conspired against Vijay coming at 7:30 p.m. when he was due to arrive at 11 or 12.
absolutely. That you have to. I mean, he is late. Okay, and it's better. It would have been better had he conducted this meeting when the daylight was on and so on. But having said that, ADMK chief Edapadi has alleged conspiracy. NTK chief Seeman has alleged conspiracy. In fact, Vijay has asked for a CBI probe. Because if you have been following this, the DMK has asked for a judicial probe under Aruna Jagadisan, who is known to be pro DMK and all that. So he wants a proper probe to happen, and so that like truth may come out, because this cannot go unanswered. One way or the other, whether it's a conspiracy or not, is something that has to come out. And as far as Vijay getting arrested, it is almost impossible, because already the public opinion is against the government. If he is arrested, then it's going to be a different game altogether in Tamil Nadu. The DMK is going to be under the pump if it does that.
Okay, Bhanuchandar Nagarajan, if you could give us a little sense on what you see of this situation.
I am Bhanuchandar.
Oh, I apologize. GS Money.
No, it was Muralidharan.
All right.
Money is also there.
Muralidharan, yes, sorry.
On the frame, it's me,
Apologies on that.
Yeah.
Apologies on that.
Yeah.
Mr. Muralidharan, give us your sense. We are looking at Vijay's political career, even before it starts off, has been tainted to such a level now that there are images of him being a murderer, posters to that effect coming across Tamil Nadu. And people are also angry. It's not just about the political blame game here, but people are very upset that Vijay left when it mattered the most. I understand police must have guided him to leave or whatnot, but if he's someone who's been vociferously speaking against the government and has had the courage enough to form a political party, is looking to be the CM of Tamil Nadu in the next elections, very sure that his party is going to come to power, then he should have been courageous enough to also stand by with the victims and their families.
Okay, let me answer one by one, Nabila. Start with reminding my friend, good friend, advocate here, that the matter is already sub judice. Even before the events took place, they had given a venue. They had rejected Vijay's request, so it went to the court. In fact, in the Honorable Madras High Court, the judge, Lordship N. Satish Kumar, he said we should make guidelines for any of these meetings, because previous meeting, some of his fans, they just damaged and destroyed some public property. So he said they should also be penalized for such activity. Same time, their life or the safety should be ensured. So please form guidelines. Already the court is aware of this. So that's one reason why TVK is playing it safe, going back to the court. Second, the Vijay's entry is giving sleepless nights to the DMK for a simple reason. If you compare apple to apple, the prince of DMK, which is Udayanidhi Stalin, with Vijay is both of them are actors, but Vijay is Vijay has more following than Rajinikanth. So that's the point. So obviously he's giving sleepless nights. And we are talking about politics. We're not talking about general cricket kind of sport here, right? Politics, sabotage, and controversies and conspiracies they have to be there. Without this, there's no politics. In fact, Stalin used to say, I've come here to do in Tamil, they say, Arasial, I come here to do Arasial, I have to do Arasial. Arasial means politics. I'm not here to do Avial. Avial is, some baked stuff. Okay. So he makes fun of that. This is politics. This is how it will be. And Vijay has got the strongest of the, resistance yesterday. I mean, 2 days back. And this is how it's going to be. And okay, he's shying away from the.
You're saying that he's not a seasoned politician. From the looks of it and the
Yes,
way he
yes.
handled it, this just shows he's not ready.
He's new. He's new to the. See, this you can't anticipate. See, he would have had advisors advising him how to go about, what to talk, where to travel, and how to get the crowd onto their feet and getting that euphoria. But they wouldn't have calculated that there could be a sabotage, because see, the ambulance coming in front, as the other political analysts said, this mischief they've been paying. The DMK has been doing this mischief even with Edapadiya's meetings. In fact, see, there it's ADMK, right? They are also equally a powerful force. What they'll do, first time they'll warn them, after then they say, bloody will break your leg kind of thing. So the ambulance will go away. But in Vijay's case, Vijay doesn't have too many, he doesn't have a proper hierarchy. He's got 4-5 people next to him, like Adav Arjuna, Mr. Busian, and CTR Nirmal Kumar, and one more IAS officer. This is his core team. Beyond that, there's no proper second rung. See, these are all fans. These are all media, the movie crazy fans. They come there.
But what can explain? If Vijay is gathering this kind of crowd, shouldn't the least bit the organizers arrange for water, some snacks? And if they've estimated 10,000 people, they've got permission for 10,000 people, 30,000 coming, I'm shocked that the intelligence hasn't caught it. I mean,
Yes,
it's an absolute failure of the police as well.
I'll come to that,
Exactly.
Nabila. The second point is the organizers. See, this is not a conference where you will organize expecting so many people to come and go. This is like a road show. He's traveling from place to place and they keep going on. Normally, they do not arrange for water and all, this kind of activity. One. Second is responsibility of the police. Yes, law and order is with the police. That's their responsibility. And the administrators, the collector of this place, these are the people who should be held responsible. I'll tell you, in Tamil Nadu, this is not the first incident. We had a few months ago, we had an incident. There was an air show in Marina, and 5 people died. And the intelligence officer was supposed to be in the field. He was sitting next to the CM and enjoying it. Then we had the Kallakurchi incident, where 50 people died of illicit liquor. You can't say the police was not aware. Police was very well aware because the illicit liquor was thriving there. Second, the local politicians also involved in that. So this is not the first time. So this is a mistake they're making again and again. If you ask me, the first, sting should be on the district SP, saying that you please should be suspended, and the collector also should be suspended.
Like
Then you start
Bhanu Chandra says, do you also smell conspiracy here?
I do, because this is politics. This is not a game of cricket or tennis. This is politics. It has to be there. Without this, there's no politics. What are you talking? And this place belongs to Sendil Balaji. The man was in prison for almost 1.5 years. He just got out of prison. And you think this Vijay can go pick up the mic? You know what? Vijay was trying to sing a song, Patruba Balaji, which means the 10 rupees they overcharge in every liquor bottle amounts something like 10 crore per day. That is a kind of, allegations on this Sendil Balaji. So the moment he started, in fact, it's not the main power which was cut off. The generator power was cut off. That's why his mic went off. The generator, main power was normally they cut it off because of safety reasons, but these people had generator power.
So there is a letter that's now come out with the electricity department that says that TVK itself requested for electricity to be cut off when Vijay is present there for a little while. That letter has also been released.
Yes, that's for the main line. That's for the main, government provided.
Yeah. Did that happen?
That was already there. That was already there.
No, because I thought the electricity board denied it. They denied it. They said we will not.
No, they got it confused and they confused everybody. There was a letter asking to cut the main power for some time. And when he comes to that, podium or whatever, that the place where he has to stand and speak. But otherwise, there was a generator power for his mic, etc., his floodlights. All those went off. So that can be accident also, because some people fell on the generator. And
precisely, it can be accidental. So where is the conspiracy theory coming from then?
The conspiracy comes from the ambulance. Even before the disaster, there were ambulance flying through the crowd, and there's absolutely no space. See, as Annamalai came to this defense, Annamalai said this place can't even hold 5,000 people. Why did they give 10,000 people gathering in such a place? Because it was given by the police. And so that's one thing. And second thing, he said, so another reason he gave. He was actually defending all this, saying that the police made a mistake. They should have given him probably in a bigger Maidan or something like that, where he could have come inside and got out. So that would have been much safer. So he squarely blamed the police. I also blame them because the law and order in Tamil Nadu is in shambles. So that we need to understand, and we have to, those people have to be punished. So the reason why Vijay will not get arrested is because already matter is sub judice. But anyway, there's a right now it's Dashera.
We have posters on our screens. We are showing you how posters have popped up across. The blood on his hands.
Yes.
Vijay is called a murderer. And this
Yes.
also TVK says is suspicious, because how can right after the stampede these posters came up? How were people so prepared to have these posters ready to paste it all over right after
Exactly.
the tragedy?
I'll tell you one more incident. There were protests happening outside Vijay's house today morning. And I'll tell you one more incident. The moment the people are getting moved to the hospital, and water bottles were distributed to the people for the crowd which came there, and the water bottle had Senthil Balaji's name. And
Oh.
Senthil Balaji was distributing it. And there's another minister called Anbil Mahesh. He was falling on Senthil Balaji's shoulder and he was crying. Such a drama we are not seen in movies. Somebody said, I think overpowered, Kamalas and Shivaji Ganeshan kind of actors, with his acting. So this makes everybody think.
This is a conspiracy. It disgusts me. I can't even imagine what the families are going through.
Oh, nothing new. Nothing new. Nabila, nothing new. There are three journalists called Dinakaran, 2007, when the DMK family had a fight between two brothers. They burned them alive. That you can Google up and see. 3 journalists were burnt alive. So this sacrificing people for political gain and for power and for to stay in power and for position, it's nothing new in Tamil Nadu politics. I think it's true for many other states also. So this
They will be arrested?
In that, yes, they were arrested. Some 12 people were arrested. Few of them were like conspiring. So they were like let go after 5 months. And the others were given.
No. Do you believe in this case Vijay will be arrested?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he'll be arrested because that will create more confusion. That will actually give him
A sympathy factor.
A sympathy factor and more. And see, he's learning. So he has to get it. Like somebody wrote it beautifully yesterday saying that he's been crucified for the first time. He's been crucified and he didn't anticipate this. This is what politics is. This is the first lesson. He got crucified and let's see he'll get up after 3 days. This is exactly somebody wrote
as much as you call this a conspiracy theory, I feel we're also letting off Vijay too easy by saying this is a conspiracy. Banu Chandar, a final word from you. Are we taking this too light on Vijay? I mean, just to say he's new, he does not know, politics is ugly, this is his first encounter, he's been crucified. Is this a way to kind of fob off the actual mistake?
No, absolutely not,
from his party?
Nabila. I think people have been very harsh on Vijay, especially like if I can
Harsh
quote the
on
North Indian
Vijay?
media.
You have 41 people who died in his rally. He came 7 hours late.
That's why I'm
He
actually
left,
coming to
didn't
you.
even stay.
You asked me a question,
No,
Alan.
I'm sorry. I'm just being the devil's advocate. Do not mind me, please.
No, it's fine. The thing is, obviously, it is in his rally and people have died, right? Okay, so the organizers try to get to a bigger Maidan, but he was not given permission, right? So the thing is, to say that Vijay is a murderer is like absolutely rubbish and absolutely stupid. That's what I'm coming to. I'm not saying that it could have been, could this event been organized better? Obviously, it could have been organized better. Could he have come on time? Yes, he could have come on time. But the thing is, like what the previous speaker was saying,
I have one thing to say. I just have one interjection to make. This is not the first time that people have died in his rally. It's happened in the past, recently itself, where in his rally some 2 people died in a similar stampede.
Okay, so the thing is, it has happened, but the thing is, those were, if you look at the crowd, okay, so you're saying you distribute water, distribute everything. It's so hard, okay. So the only way is to have like a proper Maidan, have proper crowd control. The police should do its job. And go on.
They should have asked for it. Give us a proper Maidan. This is not going to be enough. We have more people coming.
He has been asking, Nabila. He has been asking repeatedly. Like the police has been denying it every time. It has been denying it for the past 3 weeks, for the past 3 rallies. That is the big news in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so that is why Vijay himself said that, what are you guys expecting out of giving me these narrow roads to talk to and where people are flocking? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is like Vijay has a very amateurish organization in the sense that it's new and everything. They usually like if a DMK or ADMK organizes such an event, there will be like local organizers. He lacks that manpower. Obviously, it is given, but the police has absolutely let down the people of Tamil Nadu in this. Like they could have done a much better job, and it's
Right.
like heartrending to see like kids even
Yeah,
dying and all
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
It's so
You know,
pathetic.
our condolences going out to the families, and we're just hoping that the guilty are brought to book and there's no politics behind the
Correct.
actual investigation. Thank you very much, Banu Chandra Nagarajan and Muralidharan, for joining us on this.